What's up, y'all? You checking out the Frequent Flyer, and as of lately, I've been a little under the weather. Maybe you can hear it in my voice. My voice is mad deep now, but we're gonna try to get through this. Today, I'm here with the JimTab M70 Mini, and this is it right here. As you can see, this thing is surrounded by a cage. It's inside of a cage, and the cage looks like a soccer ball. They call it football overseas, but this is a soccer ball to us. And this thing flies really nice. I must say that I think that without the cage on this, it would fly even more awesome. But it flies awesome the way it is inside the cage. But of course, with this ball cage on it, it's adding quite a bit of weight to it. So you're going to be restricted as to how much maneuverability you have with it in the ball. But it does fly really nice. It has a very fast yaw rate. Not too fast, but just fast enough to do nice funnels. And this is just a really nice flying quad. It does do flips, but it only does forward and backwards flips. It does not flip to the sides. And it does recover on the flips, but it loses a little bit of altitude. And it does have this protective cage on it. So I would recommend this to beginners, because if you bump into stuff, it really doesn't go down too fast. It does have some kind of a resistance to crashes somewhat. But if you crash really hard, it will lose the accelerometer's place and it'll go down. But if you just minor bumps, this thing flies nice. It keeps on flying, and pretty nice flyer. And it does have night lights for night flying. Although I have not flown this at night, it does seem as if it can be flown at night because the lights are really nice. As you can see here, it has an on and off switch in the back, and there's green in the front and red in the rear, if you guys can see that. So I imagine it will probably show through the cage as well, like the cage would light up, but I'm not sure. I haven't tested it, but I just know it's a night flyer because of the lights. And so it does have a nice LVC warning as well. It gives you more than enough time to bring it back to yourself and land it. And the lights flash for beginners who don't know what the LVC warning is. That's the low voltage cutoff. And the lights on the quad starts to flash when the battery gets low to let you know that it's about to cut out on you, so you have to bring it back and land it. So more than enough time with this thing, with the LVC warning, to bring it back to yourself and land it. Now, another thing to remember, this thing does have this type of connector here. Let me pull the battery out. So the battery is removable. So check out this connection here. You might have other nanos with this style connection on it, but remember that the polarity on this one is inverted. So although there are a lot of these size quads that do have inverted polarity, just be careful which one you plug it into, because this FQ777 does not have a reverse polarity on the battery, and so you can easily just fry the board in this FQ777 951W. You can fry the board in here if you plug this battery in. See, the polarity is switched. So normal polarity on that one. This one is inverted, so be careful with that. Let's look at the transmitter. The transmitter does look like it could either belong to the MJX protocol, the Simon protocol, or SkyTech, but I have been unsuccessful binding this quad to any other quad that I have. I've checked just about everything. I have one more SkyTech Nano that I haven't located to try it. For the most part, I have not found protocol for this thing, so no deviation as of now. Now these buttons, this is the rates button here, this is the flip button. There's only 2 rates on this, by the way, and these buttons are trim buttons here. These are trim buttons. These are trim buttons here for forward and back. This is the yaw trim, and this is the left and right trim. This button here says auto cruise, and what this button does is just make it circle. It makes it bank a turn and just circle while you're flying it. If you hit this button and just control the throttle on it, this quad will just go around in a wide circle. So you make sure you have enough room. Make sure you have enough room if you want to try that out, because the circles are wide that it does. And this does take 3 AAA batteries. And for the most part, it's a pretty decent transmitter. Not too small, and it does have buttons on the shoulders for pressing the different options that you have up there. You have the flip button and the speed button, as I said. But pretty nice flyer. The instructions manual is here. Pretty detailed. Nice illustration in there. full legible English, nicely printed. So you won't have any problem with the instructions manual, understanding it. And here are the props. These are extra props here. So yeah, this is the JimTab M70 Mini. Pretty cool quad. Let's go check it out in flight. Okay, so this is the test of the JimTab M70 little soccer ball quad, aka the football. I already got it bound to the transmitter, so let's take it up. It's in low rates now. As you can see, the ball spins a little. Cool effect. So that's the yaw rate. I believe this has 2 rates. Let's see. I think I'm hitting the flip button. Yeah, that's the flip button. On the upper left shoulder, there's a flip button. It only flips forward. So that's why I wasn't getting anything. Let's check the yaw again. Pretty fast yaw rate for low. And there's the pitch. Pretty decent pitch for low rate as well. Okay, we're on high rates now. Let's check the yaw. Really fast yaw now. And let's check the pitch. Man, the pitch is really deep now. So this thing is pretty fast now. Let's check out some funnels. So the pitch isn't really that deep, but I guess this thing just flies pretty fast because the funnels aren't that deep. But this thing moves forward pretty fast. For indoors anyhow, it looks really fast. And so let's see. Try to roll it on the floor there. Oops. And it's all over the place. See if we can get this thing to roll on the floor a little. There you go. So let's try rolling up the wall. As you guys can see, little Picasso struck again. This time with the help of his sister though. My daughter helped him with that one. But let's try to go up the wall. You can see we're up the wall. Now we're on the ceiling a little. Gets really bouncy though. Takes a little bit of skill to get it to stay up on the ceiling. So check out that funnel. Looks pretty awesome. I never took it out of the ball before, but I'm guessing this thing would fly really nice if you took it out of the ball. But let's try to fly it until LVC. You can see it's a little crash proof at the curtains anyhow. Let's see what happens if we hit the wall. So it bounced off. Try some flips. So it seems to be getting a little sluggish. And we're at LVC. So that's the LVC warning. Let's see if we can get it to a pause. Actually, we're not gonna let it fall. We're just gonna catch it. Little juggle. So that's the JimTab M70 football or soccer ball. Thanks for watching.